Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my top drugstore picks. I'm not sure if that's what I'm actually going to call this, but basically I have just picked quite a few of my favourite ever products from the drugstore slash high street slash whatever you want to call it to show you today, because I find these videos so helpful. I've got quite a lot, so I'm going to go through this really quickly, and I hope this is helpful and that you enjoy it. Let's go. So here is my bag full of drugstore-y, makeup-y stuff. That was really good description, Abby. But yeah, if you're wondering anyway, this bag is from Primark and it just got Minnie Mouse over it, and I thought it was so cute, so I had to buy it. But let's get on with what I'm actually here to talk about. So first up, I want to talk about a product that is like a base product slash primer. I haven't tried many primers from the drugstore, I am going to admit, but this one I have tried and I love it so much, and it is the Maybelline New York Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I personally think this is amazing. I know a lot of people don't. I know this is quite a controversial product in the makeup world, but I think this is really good. You only need the tiniest bit, and I literally just take it on like my ring fingers, dab it together, and then like put it on my pores and they're gone, and no one would ever know I ever had any pores. And I think the packaging is cute as well. I really like this. Next up is foundations, and during my makeup wearing time I have tried a lot of drugstore foundations, but I've got two favourites that I absolutely love. The first is my Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream, and if you've read my blog or watched maybe some of my older videos, I'm not too sure, then you'll know how much I love this. This is a very lightweight and sheer foundation, so if you're looking for something a lot heavier, then this is not for you. This is my summer foundation. This is what I wear when I don't want a lot of coverage. I don't want anything that is way too heavy on my skin. I just want something light and dewy and fresh, and this is basically it in like a little nutshell. This gives a really nice dewy finish but not shiny, if you know what I mean. So it looks like lovely and dewy and not like unnatural. I find that my skin actually looks and feels better after like daily use of this, or like when I'm wearing makeup. It's kind of like a skincare and foundation all in one, I would say, which is why it's a BB cream. But yeah, this is really amazing, but it is very sheer. Like I said, if you're not looking for that, then maybe this isn't for you. My next one is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. This as well is also very sheer, and it's quite a lightweight foundation. I would say it's definitely light coverage, it's not medium, and it doesn't really build up, so you kind of just get what you get. If that makes any sense. That makes no sense, but I know what I mean. I'm actually wearing it today, and basically what I like about this is that it's like my skin but better. So it hides all my redness, it hides most of the blemishes I have, just a few little like red places. Yes, I need extra concealer to cover up spots, but I use it anyway, so I don't mind. This basically just keeps my skin looking so natural, yet takes away the bits that I don't want. And what I like about this as well, it says it lasts 16 hours. I wouldn't say it lasts 16, but it definitely lasts like as long as I need it to. So for me, that's all that matters. And yeah, I really like this. And again, you can't feel it on the skin. It blends really nicely, and you can't really go wrong with this. I will say that it's a little bit more expensive for like a drugstore foundation, but I feel that like drugstore foundations are getting really expensive anyway. Like, is it just me who's noticed this? I don't know. This is a little bit more on the expensive side, but it is amazing, so I don't mind. Now, as for concealers, everybody and their mums and their sisters and their dogs and cats and whatever else goes on about the Last Imperfection concealer. I actually don't like it. It just didn't work for me, and it's just such a shame because it's so cheap, and everyone says it's amazing. So it's such a shame that I don't like it. But instead, I absolutely love the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer, and I would say that in terms of appearance and how they are very similar, but for me this gives better coverage and a nicer kind of finish. This is so creamy, it's not drying at all, it doesn't settle into any fine lines or anything like that, and I've actually written a better and fuller review of this over on my blog, so if you want to go and see that, I would definitely put a link below. But yeah, I just really like this, and it's also, as the name suggests, wakes me up. It is also got like brightening stuff in it, I'm not sure what. It's not like the foundation, it doesn't have shimmer in, so if you're worried about that, then don't be. It doesn't have any shimmer at all. It's just a really good concealer, and I just love the orange packaging as well. Boom. So next up is blush, and I have only got one blush that I can 100% recommend and that I adore, and it is the Max Factor Miracle Touch Creamy Blush. And I've only got one of these, but it is amazing and I love it. And the one I've got is 14 Soft Pink. It looks like, in the packaging here, it looks like quite a dark pink, but in reality it's actually, when you put it on the skin, it's actually a very nice Barbie kind of candy looking pink, which I just love. And this is amazing. It is, as the name says, so creamy. It's a very thin blush, so if you've tried the Bourjois cream blushes and you know the texture of them, they're quite hard but creamy. This is like not like that at all. This is a lot more creamier basically, which I personally prefer. I find it easier to work with, I find it easier to blend on the cheeks, and I just love this. It's really pigmented and it also does have a really nice dewy finish. So if you're looking for that dewy finish, then these are perfect. As you can see, the size is tiny, so perfect for travelling. What more could you want? I always say that and I figured there is probably a lot more that you would actually want, but there we go. So my eyeshadows that I absolutely adore from the drugstore, and I think a lot of people would say this about, are the Maybelline 24-hour colour tattoo eyeshadows. So these are basically a cream eyeshadow that is just beautiful and yeah, basically these last for ages, and I literally mean ages, and I actually like wearing these on their own. They last for ages on the lid. They're really pigmented, packed with colour, really easy to like blend and stuff, and I just really like these, and I think they're amazing. I love them, and I've actually got 4 of them, and the ones I have is 35 On and On Bronze, which as you can tell is a really pretty bronze colour. This was the first one I picked up, and actually this is normally my everyday go-to eyeshadow. Have is 65 Pink Gold, which as the name suggests is pinky gold there. Again, another perfect everyday look. I'm actually wearing this as well on my lid today. Also have 15 Endless Purple, which is a purple colour, which looks really scary, but it's actually really nice on the lid. Lastly, I have 55 Immortal Charcoal, which yeah is not as dark as say black, but not like a silver. It's just the perfect kind of in-between grey. Again, a really good contender for a smoky eye. As for eyeliner, there is only one eyeliner that I feel is worthy in my top drugstore picks, and this is from L'Oreal, and as if you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know this is my favourite eyeliner in the world, and it is the Superliner Perfect Slim from L'Oreal. This is amazing. This is just your everyday casual felt tip liner, so it's not liquidy as if like it's literally liquid, but it's not kohl eyeliner like at all. It's just a perfect felt tip, and literally all you need to do is go along and do your flick, which is basically what I do every day, except I haven't done that today. But normally every day I have a flick. As for mascaras, it is the Revlon Grow Luscious by Fabulash. But yeah, this is basically probably one of my favourite ever drugstore mascaras. This basically says what it does. No, it basically does what it says on the tin. This really does give your eyelashes a lot of length. I have probably the shortest eyelashes in the world. They're basically near on pointless, but this mascara is probably one of the only mascaras actually that in fact make them look long and lovely and what I would want in a natural lash, and that's what I love about this. It is the No. 7 Exquisite Curl mascara. You've probably heard a lot about this as this was quite hyped up I think a year ago now maybe, but this has just got, as you can see, a lovely curved wand. It really does give you a lovely curl if you've got long eyelashes already. Like me, if you've got short eyelashes, then this doesn't really work, but I have found that if you already have a base on top, below, and then you add this, it gives you that nice curl and a lot of length. So actually these two together are really good. Not the most ideal for every day to be using this on top of another mascara, but both of these together give a really good finish, so I can't recommend these two enough. Don't die on me, camera, before I finished. I know you're running out of battery. Okay, as for powders, there is one here that you know I'm just going to pick this one. There is no other powder in the world that is as good as this one. I mean, there might be, but I'm yet to find it. And it, of course, is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I've got 001 Transparent. I just love this, end of story. Obviously, last is lip products, which are my favourite things ever, basically. So I have got quite a few here to show you, which I'm sure you won't mind, but the first one is lip glosses, and again I have 2 here for you. The first one I'm going to show you is the colour Sensational Cream Gloss, and the one I have here is 122 Lovely Pearl, which as you can see is a really light pink colour. But what I like about these is that they are actually pigmented. So the colour that you see in here is the colour that is going to come out on your lips. Another thing I absolutely love about these aren't sticky, which I think is the main problem for lip glosses, is that they're sticky and annoying and all your hair gets stuck in them, and oh, it's just such a huge shiner. This just isn't sticky at all. It just adds a really nice kind of sheen to the lips, which I really like. It's not crazy shimmery, so you're not going to get any crazy shimmer in there at all. I'm pretty sure the shade range in this is really, really good. I have a lip gloss I'm going to talk about is what I talked about really briefly in my current beauty favourites, which is my last video, so I'm not going to talk about it too much here because I've already gone over about how much I love this. And this of course is the Tanya Burr exclusive collection by Eye Candy lip gloss, and this particular one is in Afternoon Tea, and I wasn't sure to include this because I didn't know if it was like under Drugstore, but they do sell them in Superdrug now, so make sure you go check that out. So yes, this is under Drugstore. But yeah, these I've already, like I said, I've already mentioned this, already done a review. These lip glosses are amazing. Again, not sticky, beautiful colour, lasts for ages, and to be honest, there's nothing bad I can really say about it. Now on to actual lipsticks. The Barry M lip paints. Are these lip paints? I think they're lip paints, but they just look like this, very similar to the Bobbi Brown one of their lipstick packaging. I'm not sure what lipstick line it was, but it's very similar to that. But these are actually really amazing. Again, like the Baby Skin, I've heard some different reviews on them, but I love them. If you're looking, I've actually squished mine, that's why it looks funny. If you're looking for, again, really strong pigmentation, a matte finish, something that's lasting all day, something that is so vividly out there, then this is basically for you. These are great lipsticks for going out. The one I've got here is 155, which is a fuchsia, but I also have shade 100, which is a very, very light pink. I didn't grab it because I don't actually know where it is right now, but I do have it somewhere, maybe. Who knows? And they're very cheap as well. And the last things I want to talk about, which will probably come as no shock to you either, are the Kate Moss lipsticks by Rimmel. These are amazing. The particular ones I have here are the Lasting Finish one, but there is another line which is black packaging. These are just amazing. Really, really, really gorgeous colours. Really, they're all very vivid. They're all very true to what you see in the bullet. These are a matte finish as well, but they're not drying at all. They're super, super creamy, so bright, and they really do have a really beautiful finish. I can apply these and I know they're going to stay all day. I know I don't need to do any touch-ups, and I know I don't need to worry about them. So the shades I have here, I've got 107, which as we all know is the deep berry red. I have 1110, which is a beautiful vivid cherry red, which I absolutely love. This is really, really bright. 113, 113, which is a super, super nude, which is a My Lips But Better colour, which I really like as well. There we have it. Those are my top drugstore picks. Those are my absolute favourites in the drugstore / high street world. So hopefully that helped you out a bit. So yeah, thank you so much for watching as always, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.